The 6 habits you need to become successful are 1, seek clarity, 2, generate energy, 3, raise the necessity of exceptional performance, 4, increase productivity, 5, develop influence, and 6, demonstrate courage. Today, I'm going to summarize the first habit, seeking clarity. I've been reading a book called High Performance Habits recently, and it makes sense why the author made seeking clarity the very first habit. Because if you don't even know where you're going, how are you ever going to get there? The author, this guy Brendan Burchard, I think it is, explains that high performers as he calls them, are very clear about their future selves. They see what kind of people they need to become in order to achieve their goals. They don't wander aimlessly from day to day like a lot of people do. They set a goal and then they work really hard to learn the skills necessary to achieve that goal. So it's not so much about achieving the goal as it is growing into the person capable of achieving it. This is something I'm working on because I want to be a pistol shooting coach, but I also want to influence people to live better lives. And in order to do that, I need to become a better shooter. I need to become a more well-rounded person so that I can lead by example when I tell people to live their best lives. And I need to increase my video production skills so that I can get my message out. So what do you want to do? What are your goals? And most importantly, what skills do you need to learn and possess in order to achieve those goals? And how can you start achieving and learning those skills today? The second point about clarity is that high performers anticipate positive social interactions and they work really hard to achieve them. And this point hit home for me because I often go into social situations with like a negative mindset. Sometimes I don't, but then sometimes I do. And I don't think I'm alone in that. And how many times have you had to go to a party or some type of get together and you just dreaded it before you even got there? I know my answer, it's a lot. And then that negative mindset just turns that fear into reality. You never had a chance to have a good time. But what if instead you thought about having great conversations with people before you even got there? What if you pictured having a great time and you set a goal to make 2 new friends, get their phone numbers, and then ask them to hang out? And more to the point, how many times have you dreaded having to do something, having to go somewhere, some party, but realized afterwards that you actually had a really great time? Our minds trick us into thinking something's awful when in reality it can be the opportunity that we've been looking for. So to have a great social interaction, whether it's a party, a business event, a networking event, or just a small family get together, the first step to having a great time is visualizing that positive social interaction. Because if you can't even visualize it, it totally makes sense. How the heck is it going to happen? So be clear on who you want to be as a person and what kind of influence you want to have on others, and then work really hard to have that influence. The last 2 key factors about seeking clarity are don't let emotions control you and do what is meaningful to you. First, don't let some jerk ruin your day. Your days are too precious to allow someone who cut you off at a red light to ruin your productivity and positive mental attitude for the next 3 hours. And I use that example because that's something I suffer from, that like road rage. People who go slow in the passing lane drive me insane. But is it really worth the stress when you can't change it anyway, right? I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect. But don't let it get to you. Try to work hard because your happiness is worth way more than some jerk who cut you off on the street. And lastly, do what's meaningful to you. I started this channel so I could become a more well-rounded person, and I want to be a good husband, a good father, a good friend. I want to be smart. I want to be intelligent. I want to be wise. I want to be someone that people look to for help. But in order to do that, I need to become that person. I read in a different book that you can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. And if you aren't doing something meaningful with your life, just start small now. Don't let another 10 years pass you by before you take that leap. So set a goal, seek clarity, and live an amazing life filled with joy. Next video on Thursday, I'm going to discuss the second habit to becoming a high performer, which is generating energy so that you can always be at your best. And there's a really cool tip in this video, so tune in. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Life is beautiful. We're blessed to have the opportunity to live it, and I would love it if you join me on the journey. Until next time, stay safe, live free, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.